meet you anytime you want in our Italian restaurant.
Welcome back. A little red, little white, whatever it takes. Cindy Dole here. We are coming to you live from the Pasadena Showcase House, where there are so many beautiful ideas, fun ideas, whether you're thinking about entertaining at home or just relaxing with loved ones or working in the garden or whatever it is. This is nearly 50 years old, and this is a tradition for our show. We love to come here and to kind of give you that private tour on the radio, and then hopefully you'll come and see it yourself, because we had our VIP listeners who came today, and we're going to be giving away more tickets, by the way, this weekend and this week. Just go to cindydole.com or check me out on Facebook, and hopefully you'll be the next lucky winner to go, because it's such a good experience, and everyone is saying that they love the kitchen, the kitchens, the indoor kitchen, the outdoor kitchen. With me is the woman who did it, Jan Ledgard with Yorkshire Kitchens. Congratulations.
Thank you.
There you go. It's a beautiful well, let's start with the indoor kitchen, because, I mean, I think I'm partial to the outdoor one, but I love the indoor one, too. The indoor one, here we are. We have this 1920s Paul Williams designed home. Has a lot of history. No pressure or anything. You had to do a little bit of upgrading, but you had to also be, pure to the history, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, the goal was to really keep the integrity of the original design from Paul Williams from the 20s. I really wanted to keep a lot of the original cabinetry, but unfortunately most of it was not in a condition that we could even repair.
And the kitchen is small. I mean, 1920s, they weren't supersized kitchens like our big kitchens.
Not at all. And mostly back in those days, it was the staff that used the kitchen anyway, not the owners of the home. So they were usually very simply decorated, didn't have the ornamentation that you would see in the rest of this beautiful house. Very simple cabinets, solid wood, painted, no moldings, just really utilitarian and functional for the staff, basically.
And the people who have been living here, I mean, it almost felt like, for the size of the home, that the kitchen was an understatement, and you kind of wonder, how did they entertain? Because it was really like, pardon me. I mean, it's really, what is the size of the kitchen? I mean, it feels like there's not much room to walk around.
No, there really isn't. And there was originally a wall there, so that there were 3 separate rooms, so it was actually smaller than how it feels now today. The butler's pantry was a completely separate space.
Yeah.
So even though that fun laundry chute that drops down to the bottom of the staircase there, the servants would have had to pick it out of there and walk all the way around the room, through the kitchen and into the laundry room. There was no pass-through from the chute into the laundry room. So just by removing that small section of the wall there, I was really able to open up the space, make it more functional for how we live and use our kitchens today. It allowed me to add the little breakfast island, a couple of seats there for a couple of people to sit and just hang out. And it really, I don't think it changed the integrity of the space at all by doing that.
No. It feels like you have the new conveniences of the modern day, but yet it still kind of takes you back to another period, right?
And like I said, I did have to change most of the cabinets. And in doing so, I decided to stain them instead of paint them. So we did an antique stain finish to make them look like they would have been the original cabinets. The footprint of the kitchen is pretty much the same as the cabinets I took out, other than adding the island. The wall where the range is, there was nothing there at all.
Yeah.
So the range probably just was freestanding, and the ventilation was just basically a hole in the ceiling.
So now there's all new appliances.
All new appliances. But again, what I was trying to achieve was that you walk into a kitchen that had the look and the feel of a 1920s kitchen. So all of the appliances are, with the exception of the range, they're all hidden behind cabinetry. So I designed the front panel of the refrigerator to look like an old icebox. The dishwasher is hidden, and the laundry machines are hidden behind pocket doors.
Nice. Yeah.
The little spice cabinet over the sink is original to the house. It probably used either for spices or for, keeping the soap right next to the sink there.
Now, there was some historic tile, if I recall, is the backsplash or somewhere in that kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Were you able to keep some of that?
Unfortunately not.
But it was kind of a greenish tone.
Yeah. But what I did do was I took some of the old tile down to my tile store, and they actually reproduced the exact color of the tile.
Nice.
So what you see on their backsplash there is a reproduction of the original appearance of
That
that
color you
tile.
can imagine from the 20s. And
Yeah.
then replicating that, there's green glass knobs,
Right.
and you were able to restore and use those.
Yes, I came in the door the day before we demoed all the cabinets, and I spent the day taking all the old glass knobs
The
off.
little
They were
emeralds.
just covered in paint.
Oh, but they were.
Yeah.
But
Some of them we couldn't reuse. They were broken, chipped, and the threads had stripped. But the most of them we were able to salvage and restore and then replace on the new cabinets.
and the countertop is.
The countertop is soapstone.
Love the soapstone. It's a beautiful color.
Yeah, it is. That's kind of unusual. Soapstone is usually grayish black. But this is a really beautiful piece. It has a green.
Nice touch of
and,
green.
and the veins in it is it's an unusual piece. It's a really pretty color.
And it scratches beautifully, I hear.
It does, yes. But you can polish out the scratches as long as you don't go too
Right,
deep.
but that's the whole
Yeah.
idea, is to
That's
have the weathered look,
That's it.
the lived-in
Yes,
look.
the patina at age it is porous, so it will stain and scratch over the years. But we all age over the years, right? We all have a patina.
Exactly. Well, what would you say in terms of the price tag of that kitchen as people walk in there? Can we even relate to that? Was it well into six figures?
I would say probably. I haven't actually dared to sit down and
do
add
the
it
math.
all up
I
yet,
know,
but
because people are donating a lot of
Right,
things. I
yes,
know, but
yes,
I mean, if you were
they
to
did.
kind of casual,
I would say probably, depending on the final selection, probably somewhere in the region of $120,000.
wow.
Yeah.
It looks every bit of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But even with the pieces that I was able to salvage, the cabinets in the butler's pantry and the mahogany, the beautiful Philippine mahogany countertops are all original to the house, and the floors are original to the house. So I was able to keep some of that original, the beautiful 1920s look.
So the spirit of Paul Williams is
It's
smiling
still
on you,
there.
right?
Right, exactly. Yeah.
And then you outdid yourself, because not only do you have the indoor kitchen, you have the outdoor kitchen.
Yes, I do.
And the outdoor kitchen, I mean, it's one of my favorite spaces here because it's, well, talk about the tree. It really is the centerpiece for this grilling, bar, whole outdoor experience.
Yeah, I actually designed that entire terrace around that tree.
It's a pine tree of
It's
some
a pine
kind?
tree.
Yeah.
An
An old one. It looks like it's been here since
I'm sure it has been here since
the beginning, since Paul.
Probably before the estate was even made into an estate. It's beautiful. Some of the limbs had dropped down almost onto the ground.
Kind of feathering down, you know.
Unfortunately, one of them we did have to remove. It came down right where I wanted to put the cabinetry there, so we did have to take one limb. But the other one, I mean, it just created such a beautiful, beautiful canopy, natural canopy, over the entire terrace.
And then out on this outdoor terrace area, I mean, everyone wants to have the grilling experience, and everyone loved your outdoor kitchen that you had at last year's showcase at the
Yes,
Red
they
Cross
did,
headquarters. This time there's no martini bar, but there's a margarita bar, kind of.
Right.
So talk about, you have everything. It's tricked out with the grill and stuff.
Right. Well, I think the martini sink last year,
sink.
when I was trying to, the sink itself was the shape of the martini
Yeah,
glass.
right.
When I decided to take this one on this year, it was like, well, how am I going to top that?
Yeah.
So I decided that I wasn't even going to try. So I really decided to just show off something else that you can do there, but in keeping with the alcohol and the food
Entertaining,
theme and
yeah.
the entertaining. I decided to do the little bar station and the margarita station.
And what this
along
is
with the
a little sunken area. It's stainless steel, it looks like.
all
and
stainless,
and there's a nice little outlet, and you could just picture putting your blender right there, and you have your salts and your area for people to come up and saddle up and have a
That's
little
right.
something while they're grilling or whatever, or
Right.
mingling.
Whatever your potion.
Yeah, and then and on top of all that, you have a beautiful countertop to surround all of this outdoor appliance setup. What is that?
Right. That is a marble.
Marble.
It's called rainforest marble.
Marble.
If you look at it, it has the movement and the texture
And veins.
of looking up into the canopy
Into a tree.
of a tree.
Yeah.
So again, the tree was really the
motivate,
center,
the
and it-
inspiration.
right?
Yeah.
And so I really, everything that's down there, all the materials I used on the cabinetry is the natural pine Akoya wood, which is treated for using outdoors. So it's the same material on the cabinet doors and the same wood that I used for the pergola.
Wow.
So and then I stained that. Actually, the color of that is almost identical to the color of the bark of the tree.
I love
so
it.
with the stone and the wood, the lava rock that we used to make create the planter around the tree came from other areas of the estate. So we repurposed quite a bit of stone and material down there.
So it really has the green messaging, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can people buy these things? Can you buy that kind of outdoor kitchen countertop? Can you buy
absolutely.
that?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not a very common stone in the brown. Rainforest is usually more commonly seen in green. So the brown is a little bit more rare. And what I did with that one, kind of similar to what Josh did on the indoor kitchen, I had that leathered texture. So the stone has it has a softness to the body of it, and then the veining is a much harder stone, and there's also some petrified wood in there. So the sandblasting takes out the softer stone and leaves the veins raised. So when you run your hands over it, again, like the indoor, it has that beautiful leathered texture to it. And with the light on it at night, it really has a beautiful soft golden glow to it as well.
And then as you walk around the bend, one of my, I think, favorites of the whole outdoor kitchen is it's a game room.
It is.
And to play off that beautiful pine tree, you had an artist who hand-painted what looks like the tree kind of busting its way through the window onto the walls.
Right.
And so it looks like this little fairy tale room with all the game tables and the plasma TV and great little outdoor area.
Absolutely. And like the kitchen kind of brings the indoors out. What I was trying to do with that room to really tie it in and keep it within the space was to bring the outdoors into the room. So when you're looking up there, it looks like the tree is really bursting through the walls and the sky. The down below there, I don't know if you noticed the fields and the hillsides.
Yeah,
well,
that's the Yorkshire look.
That's right.
Because it's Yorkshire Kitchens.
That's right. I was going to say Philip, he did a phenomenal job with that, and he got a little bit carried away with the lower part there. That wasn't on the original drawings, but
very pastoral. Look,
he decided to paint some of the Yorkshire moors there, so it made me feel at home while I was standing out there every day for a month. But it beautiful. It's just great, and the tables there, the poker table in the middle flips over. And on the other side of it, there's an inlaid wooden chessboard.
And you have a jukebox, it looks like.
The old jukebox, yeah. Unfortunately, the jukebox does not work, but I brought that in to actually hide all the equipment for the outdoor TV and sound system. So everything's concealed inside the jukebox.
Yeah, you have that little Sun-Bright TV that we love that you can literally hose down if you needed to.
That's right.
But
it can be out in the rain
Now, why did you pick that TV even though it's in a shelter? Yeah?
Just
to
show that you can have a TV in an outdoor space. Okay. The speakers are concealed throughout the space. They're up hidden in the trees. They're on top of the pergola.
Love it.
There's a couple of planters there that have speakers hidden in them also.
We're going to continue talking with you, Jan, a little bit more and get some ideas for those of us at home in terms of our kitchens, indoor and outdoor, as we continue our special Home Wizards live from the Pasadena Showcase House. Cindy Dole, this is KFWB News Talk 980.
And then I'll settle down beneath the palm in someone's arms.
Looking out my back door.
Welcome back, Cindy Dole here, a special Home Wizards, as we love to talk about all things home, garden, and life improvement. We are outside the Pasadena Showcase House, which is in La Cañada. And it's a beautiful day. We just had our VIP tour of lucky listeners who won tickets. But don't you worry if you didn't win. You still have an opportunity. If you go to the website, cindydole.com, or if you go to my Facebook page, you can enter and email me, and hopefully you'll be lucky enough to go. There's about 3 more weeks of this tour. It's such a great opportunity just to walk through and just see all the possibilities. And some of the rooms you go, wow, that's exactly what I have to have. And some of the rooms you go, well, maybe, I don't know. And then the gardens you go, whoa, I have to have this. And you'll just be overwhelmed, I think, by the creativity and the inspiration. So with me is a woman who really has done some incredible things with the kitchens, the indoor and the outdoor kitchens, Jan Ledgard with Yorkshire Kitchens. So, Jan, we were just kind of talking about the 2 kitchens. Do you have a favorite? Did you like your outdoor or your indoor better? They're your babies. They're your babies.
I love them both. I'm kind of torn which one I want to spend more time in, so I'm kind of jumping up and down between the 2.
Yeah, lots of fun.
Yeah.
Well, before we wrap up on your outdoor kitchen, it has so many elements of just the whole outdoor living thing, right?
Right.
And it has lighting. It has sound system. It has the TV. It's multi-sensory, basically, because you're going to be out there having a good time with people that you love, food, beverages, stuff, and you're there with the environment.
Right. Yeah. So it really is a complete entertainment terrace. So you got the gaming at one side and the food and the drinks on the other. Probably room to dance around a little bit in the middle if you really wanted to.
Is an outdoor kitchen a must-have? I mean, you're a specialist in kitchen designs. Are people choosing outdoor kitchens as often as remodeling their indoor kitchen nowadays? As we're staying home longer, trying to make the most of our homes.
They are, and it seems to be a trend that is and has been increasing for the last few years.
I mean, here in Southern California, it's like, come on, right?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
The weather is so perfect for the outdoor living. I think also what the trend over the last few years, because of the economy, people are tending to upgrade their homes where they are and stay put rather than sell or move on, buy something bigger. So the opportunity to add an extra kitchen outside and bring more of that outdoor living feeling into their home. I mean, basically you're adding square footage and it's already there. So, it really is a trend that has increased considerably over the last few years.
And as the trend has increased, does it feel like there's some new things, the new must-haves for the outdoor kitchen? I mean, they're just going wilder and wilder. I mean, now you got to have the outdoor pizza oven in addition to the grill and the martini bar that's outside. And I mean, what else is wild and wacky that we didn't know about?
It's endless. I mean, you can really create a full outdoor kitchen experience with the cabinetry that I use now is full custom. So it can be. It's all designed and built specifically to be outdoors. Mm-hmm. It can be built to any shape, any size, any configuration, up against a wall as an island. The grill equipment, you can get the burners, you can do the pizza ovens. They're built in. I mean, it's endless. I mean, it's it's just endless. Whatever you can dream up, we can make it happen.
You wonder. Is there something with the outdoor kitchen that is a mistake? Like, don't get that because there's a better choice. A lot of us, I think, like whether it's a hot tub, for instance. A lot of people I know who have hot tubs hardly ever use the hot tub.
I use my hot tub all the time. I love
it. but there are some people, or the fitness room, or you fill in the blank. There's always, I think, that thing you go, wow, that's my fantasy, fill in the blank. You get it, and then you may not use it. Is there something with the outdoor kitchen that might be a smarter choice so we don't fall into a trap,
Well, I think one of the things that I do when I first meet with my clients is to really find out from them how they want to use that space. Pretty much the same as you do with an indoor kitchen.
So make some decisions before you write checks.
Because a jacuzzi, hot tub, I mean, that's an expensive item. So if you're not going to use it more than a few times a week, then it probably shouldn't be out there. Or find a smaller one and incorporate it into. You can do a gazebo, you can build a surround there that you can turn into some kind of a bar, or, you can have the cabinetry built into the gazebo. So it's can be incorporated in, but not, the specific focal point of the space.
What was the price tag on the outdoor kitchen versus the indoor? Was it also in the six figures?
No, not quite. No. I mean, if I had to reproduce that space...
Not quite. 99,000.
I would say probably for everything that's down there, probably around 60.
Oh, really?
Actually.
Okay.
Yeah, for everything that's there. Because we did repurpose a lot of the stonework.
So about half price. It feels like a bigger space.
And actually more square footage.
Yeah, and exactly. You can really enjoy it. So, gosh, that might be a better option for some folks.
Yeah, it's very organic down there. It's very earthy. I did, like I said, I repurposed some of the material that was already on the estate. I have a friend of mine that makes some furniture out of reclaimed timber. So the two benches
that
you saw down there underneath the windows were actually made from old pallets. So again, beautiful pieces. They're huge. It took 4 guys to lift one of those off a truck. I mean, there's a lot of weight in them, but an inexpensive way, because it is reclaimed, a very inexpensive way to do something really innovative with the furniture down there.
And you could possibly find something like that at a lumber yard, or at a salvage yard, or at a garage sale, or
on the
whatever.
Side of the street
exactly.
In some places,
Fun. And I think that some of those accents, and there's a lot of that here throughout the showcase house, it sometimes is the least expensive, the most creative things. Like, for instance, over in the kitchen garden, you probably already saw this. We talked with Alistair and Catherine last weekend, but I didn't know that they have this trim around their garden, and it looks like these little glass, they almost look like jars. And he goes, oh, no. And he lifts it up. It's a wine bottle.
Yeah.
And he's taken old empty wine bottles and made a complete little circle around his vegetable garden.
Right.
How cute is that? And that didn't cost anything.
It's adorable, and I had absolutely nothing to do with emptying any of them.
Oh, come on. I know you did.
Unfortunately.
Any
Although
excuse.
it's a brilliant idea. Now I know what I'm going to do with all my empty wine bottles.
But it is. Is there something simple like that you did besides your reclaimed wood? I mean, something that it was it was a no-brainer. It was a no cost at all, but it was wow.
Well, again, using the tree as the natural canopy, and then all the awning, the sail awning over the top. I mean, we used the tree, that we attached everything. I mean, the tree was used for lots of things. The lighting's hidden in there, the speakers are in there, the awning is attached to the tree. So not only is it the focal point as far as from a visual standpoint, but the tree really anchors a lot of the elements and some of the design of the space.
Okay.
But one little point that I would add as a caution to people when they're doing an outdoor kitchen is the marble and a granite. If you use a granite outdoors, if you use a really dark colored stone, it can get very hot.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I
Good
try
tip.
to go with lighter colors, or the dark stone is great if you have a sun canopy over it. But if it is exposed to the sunlight constantly,
That's a good tip.
it does get hot.
Yep.
So with kids around, it can be a little bit of a hazard. So that's one thing really to watch.
And what did you do with those outdoor speakers? What's your outdoor sound system like?
The speakers are all connected into the TV, and there's an iPod docking station.
Oh, no, one of those.
in there.
Everyone's doing
Another
that.
one of those. So that's Blu-ray.
That's $150.
Oh, that was a little bit more
A little
than
more?
that.
Okay.
Yeah. Although,
Oh, wow. Well, good
because
tips.
it is all outdoors, it was a little bit.
Because, I
more
mean,
than
that's one of the best things that my husband and I did was invest in some outdoor speakers. I mean, to me, it doesn't cost that much, and it's such an enhancement of the experience to listen to some music while you're outside. And, I mean, the more senses, the better, right?
Absolutely, and we've got the Blu-ray down there of
Yeah.
Planet Earth. So right
Fun.
now there's all sorts of fabulous creatures and snowstorms and all sorts of things going off in that room.
Well, I can tell you're very proud of your 2 kitchens. You must be exhausted.
Pretty much, yeah.
But
Yeah.
congratulations, and
Thank
everyone
you.
can see you here when they come to the showcase house, right?
Absolutely.
And your website is Yorkshire Kitchens.
YorkshireKitchens.net.
.net. Thank you, Jan.
Thank you.
As we segue into the second hour of fun, we continue here. Home Wizards are live from outside the Pasadena Showcase House. If you haven't won tickets, what are you waiting for? Go to my website, cindydole.com, or email me at Facebook, and you can enter. We're in our way to the second hour. Seth, let's kick it up a notch right now.